Hello everyone, this is Steve from Kakapo, and thanks for joining. In this call today, we're going to be looking at contact center dashboards. So this is a new capability in the Unity portal that we've had specifically for the contact center, and has a number of new enhancements for both statistics. So this is not designed as a complete reporting solution. We have Unity Contact Center for that. But to help identify which agents and media streams are performing best, how much traffic in general we're taking, and if there's any problems. The second thing we're trying to improve on with this is navigation. We've had some feedback from some existing customers, particularly B2C actually, where there's a number of media streams, and the feedback is that there's too much clicking around to going into queues, into media streams and that kind of stuff. We've improved all of that with this build. So with that, I'm just going to toggle live to the new dashboards. So this is, like I say, this is within the Unity portal. I'm logged in here as an end user customer. So this is what the end user customer experience will look like when they log in. All of the capability to build queues, build media streams, and all that kind of stuff, that's not changed. The purpose of this call is to look at what's new, which of course is these new dashboard layouts we have here. So at the very top level here, so I've logged in at the group or the enterprise, and the name here would be the Broadworks group or enterprise name. So what I'm seeing is, if we start at the top left here, I'm seeing all of the media streams we have. So that's combining all of the different media streams, all of the different queues. This is very much a high-level summary. How many of these omni-channel media streams have we got, and what's been happening with them in terms of answered and missed. You will see this toggle here for today, week, month. I'll come on to that in a second. But firstly, let's just talk about what missed actually is. So for a web chat, a missed is like an abandoned call basically, because web chats, phone calls, they're both real-time communication. If you've got somebody on the website and they've started a chat, they're waiting for an agent, you've probably got, what we're seeing is not more than 30 seconds would then trigger an abandon, because I mean that's a long time for somebody to be waiting on the website, initiating a chat and waiting for an agent to come back to them. So web chats is very much an explicit abandoned, like I say, and that's what missed is in this here. And so, of course, what would happen is the visitor on the website would receive a message saying, we're sorry that we've not picked up your chat, we'll get back to you, etc., whatever you want to put in. For the rest of the media streams, there's actually no abandoned, but they can still be missed. Let me sort of talk through how that works. If somebody initiates an SMS or a Twitter or an email or whatever the case may be, conversation into the contact center, what would happen is after the routing phases have been exhausted, then it would drop into what we call the always on queue. So what that means is that all of the agents that are in those media streams are going to get that conversation. So for example, that tweet or SMS or email or whatever, they're going to see that stacking up in their active call window basically, for them to pick up and clear down. But the important thing is, I guess, is that with email and with Twitter as well, and with SMS, you can have an automatic reply. So, for example, with email, you can have a business hours reply and a non-business hours reply saying. So, for example, if somebody emails in the middle of the day, you can say, thanks for email. We expect to reply in 2 hours or 3 hours. And in which case, what you would do is you would build the media stream to map back to that expectation you're giving to the customer, that SLA you're giving to the customer. So in other words, we've had 11 emails have come in, and we've replied to the customer today saying, thanks for your email, we're going to reply in 3 hours, but we actually haven't. So it's missed because it's missed that initial 3 hours routing criteria that we've set up. Okay, it doesn't actually mean that it's just disappeared, because of course, like I say, it's dropped into the always on queue, and it will get picked up and processed. And like I say, all the actual in-depth reporting for that is in Unity Contact Center Supervisor. So what we're trying to show here really is that there's a problem here there's a problem with a number of things here. With the web chats, we've missed 20. Of course, we've missed a number on purpose today for testing for this webinar, but also with the email. So with the emails, it might mean that just simply you've got the routing phase set up wrong, or maybe you're providing an over-optimistic message in terms of the initial response, saying we're going to get back to you in 3 hours, when that's not really the case. It looks like at the moment. So in summary, we're trying to provide just a high-level snapshot of what's happening. Is there problems? Is there things you can improve on? So it's not a reporting solution as such. Exploring a little bit more. So what we have here on the bottom left is I can toggle the top performing agents and the top performing media streams. Jen is doing an amazing job, it would appear. And this will also show the red and green is the joined or not joined state. So are they joined to the queues or not? And then I can also look at top performing media streams, which is going to show me, same as agents, I can scroll down and I can see all the media streams that this customer has. There's a few in this example. And I can also click into the media stream. So the point I was making before about navigation, we're trying to improve the navigation, and I'm not going to do it right now, but I can just dive straight into this media stream. Okay, so on the right hand side we've got total conversations. So this is set up at the moment in the today view. The default hours is 9 till 6 p.m, 9 a.m. till 6 p.m. That will be whatever your local time zone is as well. When you next log into the portal, or if you've set up a customer, the first time they log into the portal, they're prompted for what their local time zone is. And then if I hover over these, I can see that there's been 5 tweets and there's been 5 SMSs as well. This on the today view only, you can actually you've got a config toggle here where you can just set up the start and end time, but you can also choose the sampling period basically. So it's set up for hourly at the moment, but I can just toggle it to half hourly. There we go. So that's what's been happening today. So I can see sort of peaks and troughs. Quite clearly there's a trend here that there's more in the afternoon than there is in the morning. Live now is showing me basically everything that's live now. Again, if I hover over something, I can see that there's 3 callbacks in queue, for example. So live now means anything that's been reserved, so it's with an agent, and also anything that's in queue. So a combination of both. Conversation outcomes, again, very straightforward. I can see that I've had sort of 80% has been answered. I'm also seeing I've got some unstaffed here. So unstaffed is going to be web chats. And ordinarily that's a bad thing because you shouldn't have any web chats coming in when the web chat media stream is not staffed. You should be using presence-based scripting, and if there's no agents joined, then you should just be pulling the web chat off the page. But I mean, this could also be an example of something, for example, where you've got a web chat that's designed to only display, for example, during business hours when an agent's not joined. So in other words, the message that's played to the visitor on the website, of course, is different than just saying, "Hi, start a chat." It would be, "We're not here right now, but we'd love to talk to you. We want to get back to you. Please send us a question and we'll come back soon." So in other words, you're setting the appropriate expectation for the customer. So, and that would show up as unstaffed here. And so that's almost like a good unstaffed, if you know what I mean. In which case, if you are getting a lot of chats coming in that type of scenario, maybe you need to have more agents joined, or maybe you need to extend the hours, or whatever the case may be. I mean, I think I have an example. I do have an unstaffed actually here somewhere. Not handy. Okay, so that's the orientation of the page basically at the highest level. We're trying to make it really simple for people to get a quick heads up about what's happening across their business. Let's just toggle. If I toggle to the week, everything's going to change. The only thing that's not going to change is live now, because of course live now is live, right? That's what's happening right now. Everything else is going to toggle based on the day, the week, or the month. Today, week, or month. So if I go in for the monthly view, we'll see. Well, firstly, the first thing we'll see is that on the email media streams, we've had a lot of missed emails. So that's emails that have come into to this business, and they've actually breached the initial routing phases, and then gone into the always on queue. That's actually not anything bad. That's basically a load testing bot that we've been running just to test this. But unfortunately, what it means on the month view, of course, is it's massively skewed the y-axis here, and doesn't show like much is happening. So, but that's how you can easily toggle between those. Okay, so let's jump into some of these media streams. You can go into the queues, which you've always been able to do, and then select the media stream. But as I mentioned, you can now shortcut directly to the media stream. So let's have a look at. Let me have a look at Kakapo sales web chat. Let's have a look at that. Okay, so I can see. Well, there's a couple of things I can see that are new. One of them is it's just giving me the same sort of stats we saw, the same sort of orientation, but again, just for this media stream. In this example, there's 4 agents. I can see that Jen's taken a lot of the calls today, 29, a lot of the conversations, sorry. But I can also see who's joined and who's online. So this blue dot, I'm not sure that's very clear, but what we've got here is very much the same as what we have in the Unity Supervisor Contact Center. So the green and red shows the joined and unjoined state, and the little dot there is basically showing that the user is online. So for Jen to be able to receive conversations on this web chat, she needs to be joined, absolutely, but of course she needs to be online, i.e. she has Unity open. So absolutely, she's ready to go, she's joined it online, and the same navigation applies basically. I can toggle this by week and month and everything else. There we go. So there's one reserved, that's good to know. That will be with Jen, and then there's none queued. So there's basically one live right now. Okay. If we go back to the media stream, so this is a new layout we have where the user can see all of the media streams they have. So like I said before, with the navigation, there was maybe the feedback was there was too much jumping in, jumping out. Now I can see all of my assets, my contact center assets, and a couple of things are new. Firstly is live now. What does that mean? It means that is it actually visible for a customer? Can a customer interact with us on this channel? Yes or no? So mainly applies to web chats because of course email queues, SMS queues, Twitter queues, they're always going to be on, right? Unless you purposely want to take them offline, they're always going to be on, they're always going to be green. With the web chat, what we're seeing here is if we look at a couple of examples, we've got only show during office hours when an agent is joined. Okay, no problem. So we're obviously meeting that criteria at the moment. If I turn it off, it's red. So there's no customer is going to interact with us right now on that. And see, also, here we have the same with the ice cream sales. So you can just basically toggle the availability without having to go into the media stream itself. Okay. So that's really an overview of how this new dashboard looks and works and what it's designed to do. It's available now. If any of the providers here want to deploy this, it's something that we can control at our end. We can just turn it on for you so that you can, at any particular date that you would like. So you get to control your sort of go-to-market experience, and you can do marketing and whatever else leading up to the launch. And then once it's turned on for all customers. And that is basically just a walkthrough of the new contact center dashboard. So if anybody's got any questions, please use the toggle on the right hand side to push them in. First question is, how much is it? Good point, we missed that. There's actually no charge for this. There's no charge for there's no additional incremental charge for somebody to be able to use these new dashboards basically. From a service provider point of view, all that we need to do is they need to get added as an admin at the group or enterprise level, and then that's it. There's no charge, there's no limits, so you can have as many people as you'd like. Having this capability, anybody can log in and do this. So no charge on that one. Okay, thanks everybody. Appreciate your time, and if you have any other questions, please reach out offline. Thank you. Bye bye.